So we're taking a look at range number 3. The graph below represents air temperature values during a day in Montreal, so in other words, the temperature outside. What value represents the range of temperatures in this distribution? And so we can see here the key word is range. And this time, instead of putting all the different temperatures that were being measured over the course of the day, being shown here on the x-axis, instead of putting them in a list, we're going to read them right off of the graph. And so you can see some data points here. At 9 a.m. it was 82 degrees. At 10 a.m. it was about 83-ish. 11 a.m. we got it up to about 85. And so we're going to want to take a look for, excuse me, the difference between the largest value of temperature and the smallest, or the biggest and the smallest, so big minus small. And we want to compare the ones that are being asked about in the question, and the question is asking us about temperature. So temperature, we can see very clearly indicated on the y-axis. So we're going to be looking for the largest y and the smallest y. And since y is a vertical measurement, in other words, the highest temperature that particular day, if we follow this curve until we get to its very, very highest, we can see that the highest dot is right there. And that temperature at that time of the day is 88 degrees. So that's, when we go to calculate that range, 88 is the big number. Happens to be at 3 o'clock. We're not really being asked about that, but by 3 we hit that highest temperature of the day. We'll then notice that the temperature begins to fall after 3 o'clock and it gets down lower, 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 all the way to this dot over here. This is the lowest dot in the distribution, and that's around 9 o'clock at night. And we can see at that point, if we come over to the y-axis and read that one off, it's 72 degrees at that time. So in order to calculate the range in temperatures that day, what we really want is the difference between this dot and this dot right up here. This is the difference that we're looking for between those two temperatures. And if I extended that over there so you can see it, really basically 88 minus 72, which, pop it into the magic calculator there, gives you 16 as the range.